Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kat, and today it is another collab with my friend Desiree. I'm sure you guys know who she is by now. She's awesome. We've done a bunch of videos together. We just did a swap video recently, which I will link down below, and we've been doing this series one product to reviews, and in that swap I sent a bunch of makeup to her that we could both review, and today's product we're reviewing is the Physicians Formula Gold Vault. It is they call it the 24 karat gold collagen face palette, and it has a bronzer, a highlighter, eyeshadows, and mascara. And it comes with like some ideas for looks, and the mascara that you get is actual gold mascara, and then the products that you get, this is the highlight, this is the bronzer, and then you get all of these are eyeshadow shades. They are all shimmer. You're not going to get any matte. You get a mix of like metallics, some with micro shimmer, and some just straight up shimmer ones. So I'm going to do a look, one with just all shimmer, and then one I'll take a matte shadow and do it in the crease, and do a look with a matte shadow and show you what that would look like, so you can see kind of the difference, because this is going to be a companion palette when you use it with other stuff. So first we're going to highlight. So I'm going to take this Moda brush. I got it from one of my BoxyCharms, which I got my BoxyCharm Premium today, but my BoxyCharm Luxe has just been shipped out, so I'm gonna get it next week. So next week we'll do a battle of the unboxings. It's gonna be hard because I want to really look in the boxes and see what I got, but I will wait for you guys and we will do a battle of the unboxing. So I'm going to do that gold highlighter. None of the colors have names. So let's take the gold, and I just went over it once. Okay, this is very intense, so you want to use a light hand. It kind of reminds me of Trophy Wife from Fenty. I got the shimmer in my hair. But that's very pretty. Let me bring some up here on my temple. Bring it down. Do a little on the nose. And on the Cupid's bow. So that is very pretty. If you are my skin tone, which is medium or lighter, you want to go with a very, very light hand. And I wanted to see if you can use the bronzer as a, I need to grab my rag. Let me do swatches also of them. So this is the highlight and the bronzer. So that's what the highlighter looks like, and that's what the bronzer looks like. So I might be able to get away with using the bronzer with a very light hand. I would definitely use it as an eyeshadow. I don't think I would use it as a bronzer. I don't like my bronzers that shimmery. Yeah, with a very light hand, I could get away with using this as a highlight. And if you had a darker skin tone, you could definitely get away with using this as a highlight. It is very pretty. We all know I love a good highlight. Physicians Formula, their face products are amazing. Their eye products used to be hit and miss, but they're getting a lot better with them. So that's what the bronzer looks like, very sheer. And I'll just take my brush and kind of sheer it out to show you how sheer you can get it even if you do like a concentrated. So, I mean, you could get away with using it as a bronzer if you're using a fluffy brush to blend it out. Then you wouldn't have all the shimmer. You would just have the bronzer pigment that would be deposited. So you could get away with it in a pinch if you needed a bronzer and you forgot it and you just had that palette with you. I forgot how much it was. I think it was between 15 to $17, but I used a bunch of CVS bucks to, excuse me, I need to get something to drink here. And of course, the closest drink is almost empty. But I believe it was between $15 to $17. But I used, like I said, CVS coupons and cash, and I really didn't pay the full price of what it is, but I will leave what it costs down below. It's a CVS exclusive right now. I haven't seen it on the website. If it is on the website, I will link it below, and if I see it on the CVS website, I'll leave that link down below. So now let's swatch the eyeshadows. I'm gonna do this row first because I want to show you this really cool duochrome. It's like a gold with a green shift. That's it right there. Of course, on camera, you can never catch how cool the duochrome shifts are. But that's a really cool duochrome. Then we have this kind of, well, it is a chunky gold metallic. It is very pretty, but I would use a sticky base, glitter glue, or spritz my brush if you're going to apply it. And then we have a bronze color. That's really pretty. That's it right here. I'm going to compare this to the Naked Honey because I did buy it on Black Friday because I got it for a discount. I wasn't going to get it, and then I swatched it, and those shimmers drew me in. The mattes are, even some of the mattes, because they're honey mustard, drew me in. That's the last color, which is a brown metallic. And it's a warm tone brown metallic. So that is the bottom row we just did. So I went from this direction, from that direction, and now we're going to do this top row. So the first one is a white base with a gold shift. And this is also a little on the chunkier side. That's what it looks like. Very pretty. That could also pass for a highlight. Then we have a chunky kind of, I think it's a copper color. Yeah. Very pretty, but again, it is on the chunkier side. So, excuse me, if you don't enjoy these kind of chunkier metallics, you might not like this palette. But there's only three, there's only three chunky metallic colors in here. Then we have a what color is this? Yeah, like a bronzy brown shimmer. That's it right there. And then the final color is a kind of, that was a bad swatch. More chocolate brown, I would call it. That's the final color right there. And then you get a gold excuse me. You get a gold mascara, which I will take out right now and show you. So you get a pure gold mascara that you can use as a primer, they said. I will show you one of the ways I like to use it, and you can use it as a mascara. I like to use it on the bottom lashes, or use a dark colored mascara and then put it on the tips. So let's do this. Let's do the eye looks. And the matte palette I'm going to use is from Rude Cosmetics. It's called City of Pastel Lights. And it is an all matte kind of pastel neon palette. So I will use this in the crease in one eye, and we'll do a matte look with the gold shadows, and then we'll do a pure shimmer look with just the shadows from the 24 karat palette. So let me grab a crease brush. I don't want something too fluffy for my crease with the shimmer. Okay, perfect. We're going to use this Moda brush from that set from the Boxy Luxe. I'm going to take that cool tone like chocolate brown color and put that in the crease. So this will be the all shimmer eye. And let's pat it on. If the water in the background sounds like, if you hear running water in the background, I got a new pump for my cat's water fountain, and it's a little stronger than the original pump for it, so yeah. Sorry about that. I'm not going to turn my cat's water source off, so we can deal with some nice calming water sounds in the background. Just don't want you guys to think that there's a leak that's been sprung in the background. That is the cat's flower water fountain. It's from Cadit. Okay, that is kind of sheer, so I'm going to take then the bronze color right underneath it, which is this. So I put this color originally, then I'm going to take that and plop it in the crease over what I have. Yeah, that makes the color stand out more. I love Physicians Formula stuff, but it can be pricey. But if you play the game right and use coupons like I did at CVS or wait for sales, you can get Physicians Formula for pretty cheap. I'm still on the hunt for that flower, the rosé one. That's supposedly a dupe or close to the Huda Beauty New Nudes, I think people are saying. Okay, so that is what the crease looks like. I don't want it to look too crazy. And now I'm going to take, what am I going to do? I'm going to take that duochrome green, gold to green shift, use my fingers and pat it on. See if I have to apply it wet after I do that, or if just the finger application will do. You are getting fallout. You do get fallout from this, so I would do your face makeup second. Do your eye makeup first. And you definitely want to be using glitter glues or sticky bases. I'm using my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in light something. I think it's light warm. But it's practically a white concealer on me. On camera, it doesn't look like anything special, but in person, it looks so pretty. So, that's one of, I think, the, drawbacks of technology. Duochromes and trichromes, you can never really see, like, the full, well, you can, but you have to be in the right lighting and have the right type of lens and stuff and the right camera. But it is very pretty. I like it. So we're going to then take that. We're going to take that gold, we're going to take this flaky gold color and put that in the inner corner. Okay. Might want to spray the brush. Where did I put? Okay, there's my, gonna use my Wet n Wild Rose Toner. Spray the brush. And then go into the shadow. Yeah, much better application. So you do, if you're applying these with a brush, you want to spray your brush with a toner or a face spray or Fix Plus, something. You want to spray it with something if you're not going to use your fingers. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. It looks subtle on camera, but in person it looks a lot more impactful. I'm going to put on the lower lash line. Ooh, my foot is falling asleep. That's not good. On the lower lash line, I'm going to take what would be the bronzer and apply it on the lower lash line. Oh, that is a pretty eyeshadow. So the biggest thing I would say with these is you have to use a sticky base. You apply them when they're wet, or use a glitter glue or some sort of like the Inglot Duraliner or something like that, where it'll make the product stick better, because in my hair there is a lot of gold shimmer. It's kind of reading on camera, not really, but in person when I look over I can see gold in my wig. So it will have fallout if you don't take those precautions. And then on the brow bone, I'm going to take my finger and take that white with the gold shift and put it on the brow bone. So that's what it looks like. It looks a lot more neutral on the camera than it does in person. In person it looks a little bit more fun because you can actually see the duochrome of that gold to green shift. But now let's try the other eye, and we will take, where did that go? Okay, let's take what color do I want to use in the crease? Just dump my brushes out, that'll be easier. We're going to take, I'm going to take this color Big Little Skies. It's a just plain old blue color. Basic blue. and my brush is clean. It's just been stained from being used with pigments, because pigments will stain your brushes sometimes, even if you wash them really well. But I have so many brushes, but I keep on using the same brushes over and over again. I need to start using my other brushes and figure out, do I want to keep them or give them away? Because it's not doing anyone any good if it's just sitting here in a brush cup collecting dust and never being used. Because, like everyone, I like certain types of brushes. I can't just use like any type of brush. For a crease brush, let me wipe my brush off. So that blue, I like the way it came out. That's this one right here. It's a little darker than what's in the pan. And I just wanted to bring it up just a little bit. Okay, so that's the blue. That's now we're going to go into what color do I want to use? I'm going to go into this copper right here. So I'm going to get my brush, apply it onto the brush, and then spray my brush. Okay. Sprayed my brush, and now let's just pat this on. Very pretty. Definitely works a lot better when you spray your brush. Because even when you're using your fingers, you're getting fallout flying everywhere. This, I don't have the fallout flying like I did in the other, on this side of the eye. Okay, maybe that was more of a topper. Yeah, that's more of a topper color, but let's mix it with that chunky gold color that's below it. That'll give it a little bit more depth. That's my fault. I should have put one of the straight shimmers and then put the, well, actually, now that I'm mixing it, I take that back. I meant to do that. That wasn't a mistake. Okay, so again, on camera, it's not reading as good as it looks in person. I'm going to take from Rude Cosmetics. I need a flat brush. I'm gonna take Dr. Blue, which is a purple color. It's a blue-based purple. And go under the eye with that. So I like the palette, but it is high maintenance. You have to definitely have some sort of like the Inglot Duraliner or Makeup Revolution makes a dupe of that, or use NYX's glitter glue, because the flaky colors, they are gonna flake, they are gonna give you fallout. They're pretty, but they do need a little bit of special care. The regular shimmers you could just put on and you'll be fine. Which I'm going to take this color right here and put that on the inner corner. And yeah, the regular metallics don't give you that fallout problem. And then on the brow bone, I'm going to take okay, on the brow bone, I'm going to take that gold duochrome-ish color and put that on the brow bone. See if it reads any better. Oops, that doesn't help if I'm wiping it off on my mirror. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the brow bone. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take that... Where did that mascara go? I just had it. And where did it go? Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was like, I'm losing my mind. I know I had that gold mascara. So I'm just gonna apply it on one eye, like if it was regular mascara, which it's definitely a look. So I don't know if you can tell, but when I turn my eyelashes like that, you can see the gold. It looks weird if you just put it on your regular top lash, but I like to put it on the lower lash line. I think it looks better if you do it that way. And this, of course, is goop not cooperating when I'm filming. But let me put the cap back on that so I don't make a mess. I like it better on the lower lash line and then put a dark mascara on the upper lash line. I'll take this Too Faced Damn Girl, which I actually like, or I like the sample, which sometimes the samples and the full sizes don't add up. So that is what it looks like with dark mascara on top and then just on the lower lash line. I think it looks better that way. So I think this palette is... I like it, but if you don't want to put the work in of using glitter glues and, you know, wetting your brush and all of that, you're not going to enjoy using this palette. If you don't mind having to take, you know, a few extra steps to do your makeup, you'll enjoy this palette. It's definitely a companion palette. I'm going to compare it to the Naked Honey coming up because I did buy the Naked Honey and I have the Naked Honey Mini. I borrowed it from a friend so I could do a video, so that'll be coming up soon. But I like it, but it's high maintenance, so think about that with if you're gonna go purchase it, that you do have to use glitter glue. You're gonna have to wet your brush. There are chunky shades in here, and if you don't, you know, do those steps, you're gonna have fallout. So those are the pros and cons of it. So let me know what you think of the palette, and would you get it, or is it too much to deal with? All of these other steps you have to do. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will link Desiree's video, and I can't wait to see what she has to say. So, thank you guys so much for watching another installment of One Product, Two Reviews, and next week we will be doing the new Milani palette. We'll be doing reviews for that, so that'll be next week. So if you are wondering about that palette, we will be reviewing it next week. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Desiree, for collaborating with me and coming up with this awesome idea, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good night, YouTube. Bye.